Now, going over to the political part podcast of Donald Trump saying anyone caught trafficking minors should get and will get the death penalty when he's in office. As if we needed yet another reason to vote for him. Though, granted, we already did. But this comes to us thanks to end wokeness. And he says, well, Trump says it's better than anyone. Of course, he did suit up like all men should. Without too much further ado. Come on, volume.
When I am back in the White House, I will immediately end the Biden border nightmare that traffickers are using to exploit vulnerable women and children. We will fully secure the border. I will wage war on the cartels just as I destroyed the ISIS caliphate, 100% gone, 100% destroyed. They'll come back now because we have a weak administration. I will use Title 42 to end the child trafficking crisis by returning all trafficked children to their families in their home countries and without delay. And I will urge Congress to ensure that anyone caught trafficking children across our border receives the death penalty immediately.
Good. That's what we need. Disincentivize the action. That's one of the best ideas he's had, bar none. Also, Biden and Mayorkas, you lost 300,000 kids, just don't know where they went? Yeah, how they have jobs is beyond me. Zero accountability. Must be nice working in the public sector. Now, this one pretty valid. Got 9.9 million views and 151,000 likes. One of the first comments coming from AKA saying, quote, as they should. They shouldn't be controversial anyway, getting 275 likes. Now, it'll be interesting to see because, mark my word, some people will oppose this. They'll say, oh, it's cruel and unusual. No. Hurting trafficking kids, that's cruel and unusual. Death penalty? No. I would say that's base, as you might say, and absolutely appropriate for these types of crimes. Yeah, Cash Loren says, this is the leadership America needs, getting 67 likes. Paul Zupa says, this is peak FAFO, which, thanks to the Urban Dictionary, I know that means cover your ear. Oh, I'll keep moderately family friendly. F around and find out. Getting 80 likes. We also have Base Electrician saying, quote, Joe Biden contemplating preemptive pardons for all future child traffickers. Getting 86 likes, which, yeah, you thought Obama did a lot of pardons? I mean, Biden might as well be called pardon in chief. He's pardoned, what is it, 4 times? No, actually 4 to 6 times more than anyone else, any other president in U.S. history. Biden is actually setting several records while he's in office. None that I would argue anyone should inspire or hope to. Not good records, but records nevertheless. Going down more and more. We also have Jay Valentina saying, quote, fact is Joe Biden and Kamala. And there's Will Smiley says, we did it, Joe. We destroyed America, getting 44 likes. Florida 1 says, quote, this is a deterrent we need for past and present traffickers. The people who are responsible for this need to be held accountable publicly. I would like to see it similar to their drug trafficking since it causes so much death in our country, getting 141 likes, which, again, we'll see if Donald Trump goes through with it, but he has had the idea in the past where, again, this is drug distributors, actually the dealers, they would get the death penalty. So again, not the actual drug users or the people buying, the drugs as an individual for their own consumption, which, again, a lot of my libertarian friends are all about, but in an instance where if you're actually if you're actually moving in bulk, you're a distributor for the drugs, then you get the death penalty. Which, again, about 100,000 people, 100,000 Americans per year die because of fentanyl overdoses. And a lot of it is because it's laced with other drugs and the raw ingredients come from China, as Trump would say. They send the raw ingredients to Mexico, they manufacture it there, then they send it across the border because the border is basically open. So, again, I think more and more people are. I actually think that's a good idea. We'll see how it actually is executed. Because, again, in the United States, you need due process. So I'm not sure if this would. A lot of people are thinking, Trump's going to send SEAL Team 6 out actually to cartels, which, yeah, I think it would be a good idea, but I don't think he's talking about that. Or he's not saying, oh, yeah, you see a drug dealer, shoot him upon sight. No. I mean, Trump might be bombastic, don't get me wrong. But in terms of how this would actually be done in practice and execution, pun moderately intended, it would be an extra option given to the judges during the prosecution process. Now, going down more and more, you have, let's see here. You have Magnetic Norris saying, quote, you know who was not pardoned? The Alaska Avenger, Jason Vukonich, smiling at his brother after receiving a 23-year sentence. Jason used the state's sex offender registry to track down offenders, break into their homes, and beat them with a hammer. Both Jason and his brother were abused as children. Yeah, it got 1.3 thousand likes. And yeah, I can't help but think if someone started GoFundMe, he'd get all the money needed for all the prison swag and accoutrements and luxuries you could possibly need. But yeah, I think we'll see more and more judges having the option of giving the death penalty to child abusers in the future. Scrolling down more and more, if Hugo Ball saying, quote, being tough on crime is one of the only ways to make it stop and reduce crime. The mainstream media and the left will hate it because they only think with their emotions, getting 396 likes. Yeah. Scrolling down more and more. This is the longest name. Bowtied Queen Homeschool. It's a homeschool mom, which, I mean, good marketing. You know exactly what she's all about. Now, she says, quote, just saying, it's the Simpsons GIF. It says, evidence suggests dead pedos do not reoffend. Getting 943 likes, which, yeah, one of my favorite quotes by Ted Nugent, who's a big proponent of the Second Amendment. When he talks about, God, famous quote, God made man, Samuel L. Colt made man equal. He talks about how, he thinks, everyone should be armed because they can defend yourself properly. Especially women, if you look at it, they could actually defend themselves. A gun makes them equal to a 400-pound bodybuilder. Well, one of those things where, yeah, Ted Nugent says himself, I don't like repeat offenders. I like dead offenders. Yeah. Got 943 likes for that. Going down more and more. Yeah, American Sublime saying, quote, leave the kids alone, final warning. It's a picture of Trump saying not elected to be nice, elected to get results, getting 313 likes. Chicago Ray says, are you paying attention yet? And it's a reference to the gay couple we talked about earlier, where again, they were sentenced to 100 years in prison for abusing the two boys they adopted and renting them out to others, getting 313 likes. Sandra Loftus says, how about this one too? And it's Trump's idea of the death penalty for any illegal that kills an American citizen, getting 83 likes. So, yeah, I think Trump's going to have a lot of phenomenal policies. Now, of course, how will they actually be planned and executed? Primarily intended in terms of, will all the leaders listen to him? Will they try to resist? And do you think this is a good idea that'll actually help our country and protect the kids overall? Let me know in the comments because, as always, be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.